Hey, if you've ever wanted to put an IoT managed service offer together, then you're going to want to watch this session as I talk about the top success factors for an IoT managed service offer. My name is Mark Smith, and I'm a former IT director, and I'm formerly the founder and publisher of Windows NT Magazine, read by over 1 million IT professionals. I'm currently the host of IoT Playbook, the IoT podcast for IoT managed service providers. Now, here's what you're going to learn in this session. I'm going to walk you through the top success factors in building an IoT offer. Then I'm going to show you how I'm using these success factors in my own IoT managed service offer. Yes, I have become an IoTMSP. I'm no longer just the host, I'm actually a practitioner. And I'm also going to show you how I explain this new IoT MSP opportunity using the IoT Playbook framework that I introduced in episode 6. So let's walk through that framework. Playbook. So the P is for problem. So Colorado has a new oil and gas regulation called SB 181. And it requires continuous methane leak detection. So currently operators, they have to check every 30 days using very expensive LDAR teams. These are mobile teams that move around from pad to pad checking for methane leaks. Now they got to go continuous. So they're facing a loss, both in terms of complying, because at the current methodology, they'd have to literally increase their cost by tenfold. And if they don't comply, they could use millions in fines. In fact, recently, Kinder Morgan was fined $1 million plus mandatory remediation. Avatar, well, oil and gas operator who wants to comply with SB 181. Yes. So our pilot client is working with us on the proof of concept and has agreed to purchase up to 100 pads worth of our solution, which would be a $10 million deal if successful. Business model, we offer a real-time methane leak detection as a service, and I'll go over the offer. So in short, we offer these infrared cameras, optical camera pairs, AI detection software, monitoring, and integration with SCADA systems. Hey, and I'm making an offer to you guys. If you're in the oil and gas space and want to learn more, then you can visit cleanconnect.ai. That's where I will roll this solution out. Now, let's talk about the ingredients, okay? Problem. What's the number one problem you're solving for your customers, okay? This is where we start, because the bigger the problem, the higher the value service you can offer to fix that. Also, urgency and scarcity important. That's why finding a problem associated with a regulation, which has that urgency factor, is key. And then scarcity, if your solution involves some hard to develop software, like AI software, then that adds to the scarcity, okay? The next factor is the prospect. Who is your potential buyer? Okay. And then the next one is product. What's your solution? What's your offer stack? The fourth P is process. What's your unique process for delivering your solution? And if possible, if you can really articulate the process and give it a name, that really makes your solution unique from all the others. Projection. How many leads, sales, and time period do you need to achieve your goal? Finally, the plan. What's your plan to achieve the above? So these are the ingredients that you need. And now I'm going to walk you through my oil and gas example. So problem. Colorado regulation SB 181 requires continuous methane leak detection. Some comments there. As I mentioned, the current regulation is every 30 days. And if they kept going the way they're going to comply, they'd have to increase their cost by tenfold. Now, prospects, every oil and gas operator in Colorado and different states who have said that they're going to adopt this regulation, okay, which could include New Mexico and Pennsylvania and others. Now, this regulation really impacts all the operators, especially pads, oil and gas pads within 1,500 feet of residential area. Product. So as I mentioned, and I'll get into more of the offer here, but 3 to 6 fixed infrared and optical camera pairs, AI software monitoring, and whatnot. Now, the key here in the product side is to really talk about what I call the $1 million message. We help oil and gas producers comply with SB 181 by providing continuous methane leak detection without hiring more LDAR teams. Okay. Now, our process, we design, set up, and we do ongoing maintenance. And our AI software checks 24/7 and alerts, quantifies, pinpoints, and notifies clients within 5 minutes. So projection, there are 43,000 oil and gas pads in Colorado. If we only got 10% of those, the ones that are within 1,500 feet of residential, that's 4,300 pads, okay? Our plan is to market to existing clients of Clean Connect, because Clean Connect is a sister company to an existing oil and gas automation company. We'll also partner with the camera company FLIR, and also one of the co-founders of Clean Connect is also a co-founder of Energy Strong. So we've got great partnerships with existing customer relationships and prospects, with the highest regulation exposure. All right, so what's our offer stack? Well, as I mentioned, we got these infrared cameras, optical cameras, AI software that can detect, quantify, and pinpoint leaks. So they sort of triage things. A 24/7 monitoring service that notifies clients within 5 minutes of detection. Integration with SCADA systems. Okay, so SCADA systems, I won't go into detail here, but those are the kind of systems that the industrial companies have, okay? And we use their existing API to provide real-time alerts into that system so that they can remotely shut in all or partial oil and gas pad operations. So if they find a leak and it's severe enough, they can hit a button and shut down their operations remotely. We also provide maintenance of cameras and the platform infrastructure, so the internet connectivity, this cybersecurity, whatnot, and then as a service financing for all the above to eliminate the CapEx. Now, this becomes a key part of the offer. If you got a big enough offer with a big enough CapEx, people are they may not buy your solution because it's so much up front, and this is indeed the case here. So what I found is non-banking finance, private investors. Now, I didn't put this together. I partner with somebody who specializes in this. And their fees are based on risk reward. So in our case, the clients are billion-dollar oil and gas operators, so they have a high ability to pay. The ROI calculation is key. So in our case, we're showing a 50 to 80% cost reduction compared to the current methodology. And this allows us to charge about $3 to $5 grand a month versus $100 grand up front to comply. And since the regulatory fines are $1,500 a day per pad, which is $45,000 a month, to pay $3 to $5 grand a month to avoid a $45 grand a month is just good risk mitigation. So if you'd like to follow my journey in creating this new company, I'm going to make you an offer right now. You can go to go.iotplaybook.com/offer builder. And inside of Offer Builder, I've got a whole thing about how to build your own IoT managed service offer. And I'll be using multiple examples, not just this oil and gas one, but I've got examples about banking. I've got examples that apply to pretty much any small to medium business. I've got examples in healthcare and on and on. So check out Offer Builder and take that next step toward building your own IoT managed service offer.